Gerald,
Yes.
guess what this is?
What is it?
This is another episode of the Wisemen Say podcast. Ty Fisher alongside
Yay!
Gerald Lucas, buddy. How have you been? It's almost time to get back to work.
Man, listen, fully rested. Didn't yeah, fully rested. And packing up the basket, lighting it with lighter fuel, and time to go to hell.
How has I know I asked you last week, but how has the days without crew soccer been for you?
You know that meme of the guy standing in the swimming pool and it says this
I
is
don't
what
say
I look
don't say I
this
do.
is me waiting for football to return, and it's an empty swimming pool and it's a guy just standing there. Look like he's kicking rocks.
Can't say I do, but I believe what you're telling me.
Well, anyways, I'm like the little kid out in left field saying, "I'm so lonely. I have nobody."
It's been a dead one for sure. I'll tell you that.
I mean, I can't say it's been too lonely because the Premier League started back up.
Yeah.
So, getting to see, some of the new faces with different teams over there, some newly promoted teams up to the Premier League. Um, Got to see the Reds play on Monday afternoon. What's going on, Connor?
Um. I mean, I've been keeping myself busy.
Of course, you look skinny.
Ah, man, feel great. It's been hell of a week for me, especially with Dominican starting back up. So it's been one hell of a week for me. Fun times though.
I will say last night, watching Messi and company, against Philly.
It's Messi and friends. That's what it is.
Messi friends.
Yeah.
Um, Philly was down 3-0, right? And that goal by Bedoya was just, oh my God, just a game of inches. Like, I don't know, like, it could have went either way.
Well, we saw the way it went because now
Yeah.
that team is in the League's Cup final.
I mean, 4-1 over a tough Philly to play, tough Philadelphia Union to, team at home.
Hmm.
That's what their third or fourth loss in the last 3 years.
But shout out to Miami though. They're not proving it in MLS just yet, but they're showing something on in League's Cup about what Messi can do.
I think it's yeah.
Also, it's also I don't know. Messi's having the time of his life right now.
He really is.
Messi's
He's
having
having
the
fun.
time of his life right now in Miami. It's absolutely amazing to see. But the one thing that wasn't amazing to see was the Capybaras 5-0 loss. A little bit out of order, but there hasn't been any crew soccer. So we're starting with Cappy's corner. And Jared, my friend, you get the spotlight right off the bat.
Oh, man, it just
I didn't watch it.
I was able to turn it on right after the first goal was scored for um the Red Bulls too. And I will give credit to Red Bulls too. Their high press was on point. They are one of the top teams in the league in Next Pro that does not concede the most goals because of that high press. And their high press was literally damn near in the Crew's, 6-yard box every single time. So shout out to them. They came to play. The Crew did have 7 academy players that played, the other day. But I mean, it's nothing really to say. I mean, they did try to at least get one goal. There was multiple chances late in the second half created by Jordan Knight. Um, but the Red Bulls just poured it on 5-0. That was yeah,
He's speechless.
I am, and I spoke with, Laurent afterwards and all that, and
Mm-hmm.
you could tell the disgust with the outcome. Um, and I had asked him about what can you take away from this game that you can work on and practice to get ready for, heck is plausible. And he was like, I'm not sure you can really take away anything from this game.
They were at
He's
home,
like,
right?
yes,
It was at Crew Stadium.
yes. Um, you can yeah, he's just like, you just can't take nothing from this. He's like, flat out, we got our asses kicked.
Yeah.
There's no beating around the bush. He came out and flat said that on the post game.
Do you think that last year they relied too much on Jason and Mo Farsi?
I think they relied more on Jason and the way they had the front line, because the front line last year was Jason, Noah, Marco. Now this year, and then you had in the middle, you had Isaiah, you had Sean, a little bit. You had there was a few others that you had there in the middle, and then the back line you had Erlinson, you had Tristan Weber, um, Muhammad Abdi. You had Philip Quinton back there. Um,
He got the start, right? This past
yeah,
weekend, Philip.
yeah, and he didn't look too bad out there, man. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I like he's getting some time down the Crew too. Um, I think maybe next season you might see him down there with the Cappies more. But still being able to get called up for the senior team, the first team.
Yeah.
Because who we got in the first team on that back line now, I don't see Quentin, unless it's like a late game sub.
Right. Um. There was something else I wanted to ask. Oh,
But it just goes to show too that how the league evolved this year. You added 8 more
yeah.
teams.
I was about to say that too. Because I think who else got a team this year?
Well, you see, you got Atlanta United too.
Didn't LAFC two get
Yes, LAFC too. Um,
Huntsville?
Huntsville, Crown Legacy,
Yep.
Red Bulls too.
Oh yeah, this is their. No, they were there last year.
No, they weren't.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Really? I thought they were.
yeah. No, they were not. Um,
You've had a plethora of teams be added.
yes.
So
And
now,
one club team.
I don't know that one.
I can't remember the name of the team that was being added. Oh, Austin was here last year.
Yeah. So now the question is, how has Do you think the do you think Columbus can compete for the trophy again?
Yes,
Okay.
I
What
really do, because there is some of these academy players that are playing right now. Taha, um, Cole, Geo, Richie, Thomas Roberts, um, Giamfi. There's so many, Rincon, Sod, Owen, all these academy players, are they're here for a reason, and they've showed out in some of the tournaments that the academy teams have played in. The Adidas one, you know, the one down in Frisco, Texas. Some of these, have gotten called up to, the U17s. Taha, I think he had what, 3 or 4 goals when he got called up. So I mean, there's raw talent there, and the way that they're being developed is starting to show, playing for next pro. And Taha, Taha literally, I've talked about it. Taha's a Taha's turning into a Lucas. I hate to say it, because they need to play through him, because Taha is really that good enough to play through. Sets up, Cole, sets up Noah, sets up, Coleman Gannon, sets everybody else up. I think that, Crew 2 needs to play through it, through him.
what can you watch your kid? Nobody will be like Luke. Oh man. Hey, you never know. Diego Rossi hasn't played yet. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, no, nobody will be like Lucas. I think the way Columbus utilized Lucas though is a different way that most teams do their number 10s.
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting at. Like, they run the offense through him, and that's what I think Crew 2 should do.
Yeah.
Let Marco play up a little higher, because Taha is everywhere.
Hmm.
So I mean, and then you got Mateo. Mateo has came on strong since coming back from his injury. So I can't tell you how many times the broadcaster was like Bunbury, 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 Maraca, Cole Maraca. You know, that's a joke, everybody. I know how to pronounce his name.
It's obviously Morocco.
But no, that Taha has the talent just like Lucas, honestly.
Next matchup. Tell me about it.
Well, for all y'all who have not seen the Twitter post, please get there early, because there is a pig roast. $15 will get you in. But no, it's what a rivalry. The last time that these two teams met at Historical Crew Stadium, I believe the final was 9-0. Heck is plausible, round 2. Yep,
Did
pig
they win?
roast.
Did they win the first one? Wait, is this
Yes,
the
they did.
first time? This is the
Oh,
second time?
Yes, they won 1-0 because they played the next day after the first team played down there in TQL. Listen, I've I've
Speaking of
been
announcers, can we please get better announcers for next pro games? I'm a free agent. Heck, I do it for free.
listen, I've always said that, since Next Pro came in, I said they want to use this as a developmental league. Use it also for announcers and cameramen.
Paging at Yamo Media.
Yes,
No,
pay.
no, I wish. I
No,
wish.
but I think you should, use Next Pro as a developmental for everything. Apple, open up for, broadcasters, and stop having single broadcasters.
Yeah, even man, when I do NPSL games and I'm talking to myself, I'm like, oh my god, this sucks. Like, I gotta have somebody to talk to. I made a rapper joke during a game once.
Well, I mean, this lady, she's not here. She's via, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not
She
in.
wasn't in the, and you could hear kids in the background. Like, damn, really?
Hmm.
But make this a developmental league and get it to where you can you have a plethora of on-air talent to come up to, the big boys. Or go do, they would be able to, like, okay, I was a broadcast, I was play-by-play or color for, MLS Next Pro with Apple. Now you're over at Fox, doing things. But I think Next Pro needs to be a developmental for everything for MLS. Camera crews, rules, you know, broadcasters, um, new kit designs. You know what I'm saying? Just
Hmm.
like throw out, put out a, what do you want to, a concept kit to see how everybody, takes to it. Um, and go from there. That's what Next Pro needs to do. Any rule changes, Next Pro needs to be where you develop everything and test everything.
First team announcers are in stadium.
Yes, because that rain delay, it was funny watching Taylor.
I'm about 5 seconds from doing a "What are we doing?" segment. Taylor, do it. It's 10:45 at night. Everybody wants to know what are we doing. Um. Anyway, back to Saturday's game.
Heck is plausible round two. Pig roast is at 5. Kickoff is roughly 6, maybe 6:10. Um, come on out. For all season ticket members, it is free. I believe, if you're not a season ticket member, tickets are still $10. Parking's another $10. Uh,
On average, you're spending about 3 times, 4 times, 5 times less than you are for a Leagues Cup final ticket in Miami, Florida, or in Fort Lauderdale. So
man.
I'd
Um,
even go as far as say probably 6 times less.
yes. And that's the nosebleed.
Right.
Well, the portable nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Um, shots fired. Battered herons.
Um. What time is the game? 6
6 p.m.
at Historical Crew Stadium, I assume.
Yes, sir. I wish it was at lower.com.
That'd be fine. Give me something to do on Saturday. But I have no idea what I'm doing Saturday. I know I can actually do something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing Friday. I
I
have
got
no
my
idea
ticket.
Friday.
I'm going as a fan.
Are you?
Yes.
This guy. This guy wants to get involved in the pig roast.
I'm getting drunk. So for all y'all out there, you're gonna see this wise man drinking.
My paycheck wouldn't even get me through the gates for that game. I don't think anybody would. Holy hell.
It might have to hit OnlyFans.
As far as I go, just a small update for you Panther fans out there. Um, we are full swing, full send in preseason. Um, we've had what's
Apex
today? Wednesday.
reference.
You said what?
Apex reference.
What?
Full send.
Oh yeah, by far, yeah, full send that. By the way, I'm playing that tonight. Connor, you shut up about Apex this line. No, I'm kidding. Um full swing. We are full send into preseason. We are about 3 days into it. First game. Oh man. It'll just be Gerald eating Donald's breadsticks. You pay $5 for it, and every $5 he eats a Donald's breadstick.
Speaking of, that's a confirmation code.
That's the um we are full swing in the preseason. First game on Tuesday, as far as preseason goes, against Ohio Wesleyan, one of the top teams in Division 3 in the country. Um Athletic cookout is that night. We're gonna have a massive time, 6:30 p.m. at Panther. Man, my throat is super dry. I need pink lemonade. Um, at Panther Stadium on Sunbury Road, 6:30 p.m. Absolutely zero cost to get in. I'll tell you right now, dude, this is the most um that I have seen come out of this group in about a year and a half.
Gee, I wonder why.
I mean, dude, we're young. First of all, I think we have how many seniors this year? 3, 4, 5 seniors this year. Next year we'll have 2. It's just young, dude. Just straight young. But the thing is that these new kids, as far as freshmen and transfers go, dude, they are not taking anything for granted. They are battling with these upperclassmen, the returners.
Nice.
I could probably name 5 freshmen or transfers that could easily slide into a starting 11.
And that's what you like to see out there.
That's what you love to see out there, and it's what I was telling, Will Sutton. He's a freshman. I was like, "This is the most communication and the most physical I've seen the team since last year and our last win." And if if and when anybody gets out to a game, you're gonna see it because I think there were a couple arguments yesterday. There were a couple arguments today, but then at the end, they're good stuff, man. Good work. Yesterday's practice was fantastic. By the way, today's practice was a little light. Finished with 11v11s, but oh my lord, I think this team is going to go far this year.
I'm proud of them. I mean, compare, they won, they beat a top ranked team in the country, and then
It just went downhill from there.
was almost like the Cleveland Guardians going on a losing streak.
I think
But
Ohio
like,
State started their preseason. Oh yeah, I know, right? Yes. The Ohio State men's played Oakland yesterday, I believe.
and who is their coach?
I can't pronounce his last name.
I thought
My
Masonoff.
is that how it? I know it's like Mason something, but
Masonoff.
I've heard it pronounced 2 ways.
Brad
I've heard it,
Masonoff or Masonoff, however you want to
yeah,
say it.
those are both ways that I've heard it. I
Yeah,
just don't know. I want to say it's Mason off, but I think it is Mason off because
yeah,
if you look at the spelling, it's how it is like
Masonoff.
that. Um, they
Former
played
crew.
yeah, they played Oakland yesterday, University of Oakland or Oakland University, whatever. Yesterday, I got
And
offered to play for
surprisingly,
them.
University of Oakland is not from Oakland, California.
Oh,
Oakland, Michigan.
is that where it's from?
It's a college. It's in Detroit. I believe it's in Detroit, but it's from Michigan.
Okay.
They play in the Horizon League.
Oh, okay. So they're like with the right state.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got offered to play for them, but I wouldn't have seen the field my freshman year, my sophomore year, so I just didn't go to college. Fair enough. I mean, colleges are for everybody. We're not going to get to that comment right there because it hasn't even happened yet. But
Do I hear a buzz cut?
you hear a dying of the hair.
Oh wow. This I gotta see. So hey, all y'all ODU players,
First of all, they have to win conference. First of all,
all you ODU players, if y'all watch the show, please win
you know
conference.
I'm gonna clip this particular part of the show and
Hey,
whatnot.
do it.
I'm gonna clip this particular part of the show. And I'm gonna put it on my Twitter and on my Instagram for them to see.
Do it. So for all y'all ODU, players out there, please win conference because this man's hair, I've done seen it go from long to short, and it stayed jet black.
It's
But
brown.
it's jet black in the
It's
light,
brown.
not in the light.
Okay. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So listen, y'all win conference. This man said he gonna dye his hair. Don't know what color it's gonna be or the pattern it's gonna be, but he gonna dye his hair. So y'all need to win that conference.
The funny thing is that just made the bet yesterday. And I'm like, bruh, let's win. Let's make the playoffs first of all. Golly. It is a Division 2. D2. We play in the Great Midwest Athletic Conference, the GMAC. Made the transition from the GLIAC to the GMAC in 2013. So
The GLIAC.
The GLIAC was, I mean, a lot of teams made the jump from GLIAC to GMAC, like Ashland, us. I want to say Lake Erie, and
Malone?
somebody else. No, I don't think Malone. I think Malone was NAIA.
Yeah. They're NAIA.
I think Malone was NAIA, and then they made the jump to GMAC in. I think they made it not too long ago, like 6 years ago. But Ohio Wesleyan Tuesday. Ohio Wesleyan Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. at Sunbury Road or at Panther Stadium on Sunbury Road. Get out there, preseason, so it's not going to matter. But I think it's going to be a good turnout. Isn't Finley in the? Yes, University of Finley is in that conference. Crap grass field, but yes. But we are going to have a ball this season, and who knows? We might get a player or two on sometime soon. So
And listen, y'all go support local soccer.
It's free also.
There's more than one college that has a soccer team that's not named Ohio State. So get out there, go check them out.
Free tickets.
Hey, you can't
free.
Who can't beat free?
I mean, granted, I think Ohio State games are free also. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But it's free. Free soccer.
I mean,
free quality soccer, yeah, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, outside of Ohio State.
Free quality soccer. Who loves that? My friend, now we get into the nitty-gritty. Now we get into the game that everybody wants to see. Sunday. What time is it? Is the game at
7:30?
Is it nighttime? For some reason, I was thinking it was an afternoon game. It was like one of the afternoon matinee games. Crew, Cincinnati. They both exit Leagues Cup at the same time, same day. So that's fine. However, Cincinnati is well rested. They have Lucho Acosta, they have Bupenza, Brandon Vasquez, all those guys. but I'm interested to see how we respond with Diego Rossi, Rudy Camacho, Julian Gressel, Yevon Shaberko. Walk me through this. Walk me what's
Mm,
going to happen.
Listen, we sort of saw it a little bit against Minnesota, minus Camacho and Rossi, right? We saw how the pairings were going to be. Yevon and Amundsen on the left, Gressel and Morera on the right. That's going to be um, those pairings right there. Now we are going to see. We'll probably see Camacho start middle. Center back. For because he knows Nancy's system. And if I'm the front office, I go ahead and re-sign Camacho right now because you need somebody that's been playing in Nancy's system to anchor that back line and and be able to direct what's going on, right? Don't get me wrong, Zawatsky has, he's stepped up. He plays mid and he's now a center back he's a mid center back. So he could play both positions at any given time. Um, but having Camacho there, I think that gives that voice that that we were missing out there when Milos, was first out there at the beginning part of this season. Two, I think we see. I think we see the Julian Gressel that the league fears. Three, I think Yevon now has his MLS legs are starting to get better. To pretty much 2 weeks with no soccer. They got what 4 days off. And they started back
Yeah.
training.
Yep. 4 days. Yeah. They actually. I actually asked Evan last week. I think it was. Yeah, last week if they were back training, he said yeah.
So it's he's getting those his MLS legs. Like everybody says, you got to get your sea legs. Well, he's getting his MLS legs.
Yeah.
Now going forward is what shape do we make in the middle? I think you can do that triangle with Aiden and Darlington and now Rossi. They're in the middle. And you have Cucho and Christian out wide.
Hmm.
Just
I
like Cucho likes to play.
I do like Connor's comment here though. Malde had excelled in the center back role too. He did, and that's
Yes.
and that's one thing that he prefers. Is what he told us he prefers. He prefers to play more back,
Yes.
but
So I think you might be able to see a switch though, right?
Mhm.
See what Yevon can do up, on that wing spot, on that, the winger,
Yeah,
and drop Maldi to back.
or just have him intertwine, or just drop Amundsen back when defense, and you have a four back.
Because we did see Yevon, saying when he started to push up the field, we saw what he could. There was some things that he made some plays. It was more mistakes than it was, good, but the good that you saw there, he needs to do more of. So I
Yeah,
think you can, when they're attacking, you drop Maldi back. You drop Amundsen back, right? Then when they're defending, you bring Yevon back because Amundsen can defend that whole area right there. A little bit better, but Yevon has that, can bring it out wider, in my opinion.
Amundsen came in to replace Sands after his injury, and after the Galaxy game, I fell in love with him. My mom has been sick of me talking about him since April, but she watched the game with me and saw why. So Amundsen has definitely excelled. I think he's exceeded everyone's expectations, or
Hmm.
has, everybody thought, okay, well, it's just replace me, until we get somebody else. But I think Amundsen has really
He's
got
it.
a hold of how this thing works. And I think he's excelled more here than he did with New York City FC.
Yes.
Um, for my part of it, I think I here's a hot take, and I think I'm going to be wrong. I don't think Rossi starts against Cincinnati. It's hard to say because he came during the the Leagues Cup, whatever. Yeah, he's had some training, but I don't think he's 90 or uh, 80 or 70 fit
So
yet.
this is what you do. You can play him the first 45.
I think it really depends on how the game's going.
But in all fairness, though, I think this is one that Matan needs to start. And I also, now hear me out. People are going to get mad and boycott me, whatever. But
They're not going to subscribe to your OnlyFans.
no, and I'm okay with that. Um, but this is a game that Philip Quinton needs to start in the center.
Why?
Why?
I just want to hear why.
Redemption. Redemption for that play there
In Cincy,
in
the PK.
Cincy that led to the third goal. I think this is eating at him that we could have walked out of there with a draw.
Mm-hmm.
Should have walked out of there with a draw. But because of the mistake that Quentin made, and it was a mistake, right?
Yeah.
It was a mistake. And it was also, and Schulte was also hurt with it too. So those two right there, I think this Schulte needs to start, which I believe he will. But Quentin needs to start. And if he doesn't start, he needs to come in the second half. And he needs to get redemption.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
Do
take.
do do you start? Do you start? So okay, if you bring Quentin in the second half, how long into the second half do you bring him in?
70th minute.
Okay. Right.
Depending on who we got as assistant coach, that's interim coach for the game.
I completely forgot about that.
Um, I say the 75th minute, depending on the game. If we're up, and since he hasn't scored, bring in Quentin early.
Mm-hmm.
That way, you could get Camacho to rest. You could get some, you start letting some of these other players rest. Because there's a quick turnaround with, having another game against
Yeah,
Red
four.
Bulls,
Yeah, 4 games in a
14
span of
days.
like golly. Um, of course, we have to talk about the others. We have to talk about the other team. Whatever.
I don't have to.
It's only right. Um, FC Cincinnati, of course, defeated the Columbus Crew 3-2 at home on May 20th. Its second MLS victory over its in-state rival. They've drew 4 and lost 5. Columbus has never lost at home against Cincinnati, winning the last 3 meetings at home by a combined score of 8-2.
So I do believe last year, one Cocho Hernandez kicked off the scoring last year.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
You're talking
so
about the home match or the away match?
yes,
Yes.
the home match.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Did you see? Pause for a sec. Did you see the shirt that I think they're going to start selling on Hell's Real?
Yeah, I saw it.
I love that shirt. But anyways, it's the other team, Kentucky FC. They just caught us. They caught us off guard.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier this year.
Yeah.
We were trying to play chess with the players that we had due to injuries. And apparently our chess match, we got checkmated.
Very quickly.
Yeah,
oh my god. It's crazy how all that unfolded. But then, we claw back. Lucas gets the goal before halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Amundsen gets the equalizer. But then it's just, the switch flipped off for a hot second. And they come back and get the game winner.
He only scores headers.
FC Cincinnati's 51 points through 23 matches is tied for the second most at this stage of an MLS season. Of a season in MLS history. LAFC had 52 back in 2019. If Cincinnati avoids defeat, it will become just the second team in league history to lose only 2 of its first 24 league matches of a season. This dates back to FC Dallas in 2010. Last but not least, Lucho Acosta scored twice in FCC's win over Columbus. One of 6 league games this year in which he's been involved in multiple goals, tied with the unit's Daniel Gazdag and Nashville's Hani Mukhtar for the most such games in MLS this season. What is the key to stopping Lucho Acosta and the goal scoring ability that he does have?
Play smart. Play smart and don't overreact.
I will say that they do have a nice stadium. I think that's the only thing nice that I would say.
Some fans will disagree with you.
I didn't. Did I say that they have the best stadium? I didn't say they have the best stadium. I said they have a nice stadium.
MLS calls it a gem of a city, a gem of a stadium.
MLS calls every stadium a gem of a stadium. They say that about Kansas City, and Children's Mercy Park is now a crap hole. They say that about Philadelphia, but Philadelphia is like Linda McKinley and
it's like sales.
It's like Linda McKinley and Reynoldsburg put together
with a major river and a major bridge behind it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, what they say? They say that they said it about RFK Stadium, but RFK Stadium is falling down. Their raccoon just got traded to Real Salt Lake. Come on now. They said about Audi Field during MLS All-Star game. And look what happened. MLS All-Stars got absolutely bent.
I mean, they said that about ours and all that, but
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, they said about ours, but if you're going to say about theirs, let's pull every clip from when
Hmm.
MLS and Fox Sports was at every stadium, an absolute gem of a stadium. Da, da, da. They said about everything. Of course, they're going to do that. Why? Because
Yep.
it's a marketing strategy.
But Cincinnati turns around and takes it and, blows their head up. So, I mean,
Well, yeah, of course, ours is true, but you're going to say Cincinnati fans are going to say theirs is true also. LAFC fans, the Bank of California Stadium, they're going to say theirs is true also.
yeah.
But
But,
ours is number one, of course.
but Cincy fans, they like to take things up a notch, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, they won 3 consecutive wooden spoons.
I mean, they have
That's really taking
one
things up
good
a notch.
they have one good season so far, and they're the king of the world. Nobody could touch them.
Yeah, well, they're only ahead by 8 points, so there's like 12 games left to be played.
I can't wait till when the Crew win, then they turn around and have to go play Inter Miami,
L
and then have to go around and turn around and play another league game.
L. Hopefully,
You know, I think between playing Columbus and then playing a tough team with Columbus, and then turn around playing a hot streaking Inter Miami right now.
well, whoa. Let's backtrack there. Miami is only hot right now in Leagues Cup,
Yeah, well, this is going to be Open Cup.
right? But they're only hot in tournaments. We don't know how Messi's going to impact MLS.
And that's what I'm waiting for. So going up against Cincinnati though, I don't think Cincinnati's going to give it their all.
Well, of course they're not.
Because they're gonna try to save it to go up against some actual silverware, not no wooden spoon silverware.
Players.
Trying to go get the Open Cup
Mm-hmm.
to stay. Yeah, we're the ones that stop Messi and friends is tournament wins. Blah blah blah. So they're gonna overplay Columbus Crew and downplay us like, oh yeah, we'll beat them. We beat them earlier in the year. Nobody could touch us right now. Our major game is going to be against Inter Miami right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to overlook the Crew, and with having 2 weeks off and everybody starting to get on the same page and practice and everything, the new players getting acquainted with everybody, it's a dangerous team.
The only thing is the touchline, and I don't know who's going to be down there in the technical area, but it has to be somebody other than the other guy
Listen,
and the one we had against Portland. It has to be someone better.
even if it is him, I think having Camacho out there on that defense will help out a lot.
Yeah.
And having Gressel, because we didn't have Gressel.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? And having Rossi now. We didn't have Kucho for Portland. So um man, I'm just
Looking at the season stats so far.
Columbus is still number 1 in scoring.
Well, yeah. Um, everything else is. I mean, everything else pretty much lines up, right? We have better possession. We have better shots. We have .1 better shots on goal. We have better passes. We have better block shots, passing accuracy. We also have
Most
um
fouls.
do we? Nah, since he has the most fouls, we have better. Since he has 13 fouls so far, we have 11.7. We have better saves. Um, they have better clearances. and they have better clearances, duels won, and 1 tackles.
So I
So,
mean, it's
so I
gonna
mean,
be
we're better offensively. They're better defensively.
yeah, and they
They
showed
ha-
it.
they have .1 red guard. We have
Point one.
0. Yeah, we have 0 red cards.
Also, Cucho's double yellow doesn't count
No,
in
I think
Nazis.
no. I think this is straight reds.
Okay.
I
One
think this is straight reds.
one other factor in the game.
Hmm.
I don't know if you saw who the head ref is.
Oh yeah, I did. I'm mad. I want to
I
Sergio Boyko. I want to Sergio Boyko.
I mean, it wouldn't be hell is real without either Boyko or Uncle. And I called it too. I said, watch us get Uncle or Boyko. And look what we got. We got Uncle.
Give Curtis the. I think he means Courtois.
Yeah. No, I don't say let Courtois come up right now because he needs to focus on Crew 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now the other assistant coach, who is that? That's
Johan
Johan.
Dame.
I think he would be a better fit to be the
Yeah, by
to
far.
to fill in for Nancy this time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, Kwame might be, something better, than what we've seen. Nancy trusting, so Nancy knows best.
But see, here's the thing. The only thing that I didn't like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Kwame is not a bad coach. I just don't like the fact that he sat down for 80% of the game,
Yeah.
right?
I
The
think he's not
only
used to it though.
the only time that we saw him up was during the hydration breaks,
Hmm.
and that's it.
I
It
just
there's if you're going to take the position as a acting head coach, there has to be something within you that says,
I
"All
need to
right,
be like him.
I need to be in charge and not let these guys figure it out for themselves."
Hmm.
Because that's what it seemed like he was doing in Portland. Granted, if he is the acting head coach, I think this is going to be more so of a spark because it's a derby. But I just don't see. I don't. I. It's unfathomable that a acting head coach sits down for 80% of the game and does 0 coaching. Or if he does coaching, it's literally sitting on the bench and he hollering, "Get up, get animated."
Yeah.
Do that's how coaches coach.
Can I just say one suggestion for this game? Bring back Caleb Porter just for one game.
Oh,
I'm here for it. Bring him back for
I'm
hell is real.
I'm here for all the I'm here for all the shithousery.
Because FC Cincinnati has never beaten a Caleb Porter team. Well, I take that back. I
Yeah,
take
yes
that
they have.
back.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, but never in the hell is real.
Yeah, they have.
Really?
Yeah, 2020.
I thought that was during the tournament.
No.
Oh, okay. My bad.
No, it was so yeah, I mean, we beat them 4-0 in the tournament, but then when it came back to MLS
Okay.
play, we were down in it was when they still played at Nippert. And they went because the referee called freaking Tarbell for a stupid penalty. Because
Yeah.
Tarbell went up to get the ball, to punch the ball out, and him and Yuya Kubo collided, and they called a penalty against Tarbell, which was absolutely stupid.
But
Yeah.
anyways, Porter still has, when it comes to hell is real, his comments and his antics. Yep.
Absolutely freaking love it. And there's a TikTok. I don't know. There's a TikTok of somebody that was at the game last year, the 2-2
Yeah.
game where Steven scored the equalizer. And they were like right in front, and Caleb Porter was like yelling at the fans, yelling at Cincinnati fans because they're throwing stuff. And oh my gosh, dude. you can just see Josh Williams just like laughing and pointing like, yeah. And then you just see Evan Bush just trying to, back Caleb Porter away and whatnot. It's the most hilarious. If I find it, I'll send it to you because I commented on it and everybody's like,
Yeah, I saw the video.
yeah, everyone's like, I commented on it. I'm like, everybody's like, dude, let's be real. It was offside. I'm like, on what angle? Give me a definitive angle where he was offside because the angles that I saw, Nick Hagland's like kept him onside.
Yeah.
It's like you have to have you have to have viable evidence to overturn this. And Nick Hagland was not letting that happen. If you don't have conclusive evidence, you can't turn it over.
Nope.
Come on now, Cincy.
But give me Porter for hell is real.
With that being said, that takes us right into our predictions
Favorite
for
part of the
Saturday.
show.
For Saturday, there is one slight note though: the match Miami and Charlotte has been postponed, but we will replace that match with the Leagues Cup final.
So are we doing the third place game too?
Is there there's a third place game?
Yeah, it's Monterey versus Philly. Because remember the first, second, and third.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it. When is that game? Saturday also?
I think it might be Saturday or Friday.
Philly, it's Saturday. Yep. Oh shit, I was looking at the wrong freaking. I was looking at it's Saturday. Both games. Well, no, okay. So I was looking at league game return. All league games return Sunday. That's what I was looking at. So yes, we will do both games and then league games. So
let's start it off.
Yeah, well then let's start off. Philly and Monterey from Subaru Park. Philly being the home team. Third place of Leagues Cup.
I think Philly gets it. Philly was just embarrassed. I mean, they did have some positives, there at the end where, they started playing more aggressive. They could have easily tied the game up.
Mm-hmm.
But Drake Calendar turning out to be, I don't know what's gotten into him, but I think he might have had the messy juice. Drank some of it, but because everybody else is playing on a different level now that he's there. Philly gets it. There we go. 3-0. No, 3-2. Because I do believe Monterey might score.
I'm gonna go Philly 2-1. Yeah, I'm gonna go Philly 2-1. Excuse me. Leagues Cup final, Nashville, Miami.
Give me Nashville.
Oh, going for the upset.
Give me Nashville. I think Messi does score, but I think that's the only score for Miami.
Okay.
I think it's 2-1.
2-1. I'm gonna go 4-2 Miami. I'm gonna go Messi, Brace, and sure whoever else.
I'm going with the reason I'm saying Nashville 2-1. One, I'm playing it safe, but two, this is where either way it goes, win or lose, they get a CCL spot, right? But I want to see how they respond after a loss. Because they haven't lost yet. So
they almost did.
Well, they almost did, but almost Dallas only counts in
horseshoes and hand grenades. Yep.
So, I want to see how they respond as a team with Messi versus how they responded with losses before he got here. So I think if they lose to Nashville, they get that first loss out of the way with Messi. So that way, you can see a different team.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go 4-2 Miami just because Messi. But I think this game has the tendency to be high scoring like that because one, Nashville likes to score goals. Two, they're at Geodis Park. And three, I think Hani Mukhtar and Messi go toe to toe. Not like,
Anything you do, I could do better.
yeah.
I could do anything better than you.
I think this game is going to be a what's that word?
Slobber knocker,
No,
barn buster.
no. It begins with a R. The word begins with a R. Or it's going to be a. It's going to be just like Dallas and Miami. How there's so many goals and whatnot.
Oh,
Something like I can't remember what the word is.
yeah.
Yeah. 4-2 Miami. You say 2-1 Nashville.
Yep.
Alrighty. Now we go into MLS. Starting with DC, or sorry, starting with Red Bulls in DC from Red Bull Arena.
Well, DC got rid of Taxi.
And it's about damn time. I was so long overdue.
So that frees the distractions. DC hasn't been hasn't played a game in almost a month. So they're well rested. People are coming back from injuries. I'm taking DC 2-0 over Red Bulls.
I'm gonna go Red Bulls 2-1.
Fair.
I think being back at home does help the cause. And I also think with DC getting rid of Taxi, I think now that opens up because I didn't see Taxi playing too much defense. If he did, then he was just fouling everywhere. But I think without having Taxi, DC could be a little lost and whatnot. And that helps Frankie Amaya, John Tolkien. Who's the guy from Philly? Went to Red Bulls. Their striker. I can't remember. But that helps those guys, even Van Zier.
Hate
Kind
the
of
guy.
yeah. I mean everybody does. Kind of help them get the Red Bulls back to, winning ways.
Taxi should have took Van Zier with him.
Dude.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. Now we go the blue side of New York and Minnesota from Citi Field.
3-0 Minnesota.
Give me 3-1 Minnesota.
And that's not just because, they beat us. I mean, our game was a ping pong game. It was a pretty good game.
Mm-hmm.
But Emmanuel Reynosa, Pookie, that combination alone is deadly to NYCFC.
I mean, you can also throw in Halangwane.
Yeah.
In there also. Those three guys are just absolute. Timu Puki's a freaking unit. Oh my god, that dude is big.
But Reynoso, since he's been back,
he's been playing like the Emmanuel Reynoso that first signed with Minnesota.
Exactly, and he's playing like a man possessed.
Mm-hmm. So you got 3-0.
3-0.
I got 3-1. Here we go. I think this is called the I-6 Derby. Toronto, Montreal from BMO Field.
Give me Montreal. It was announced today Toronto's going to be without Sean Johnson as he suffered a hand injury in practice and he'll be out 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, looking at Surgery might be required. Um, but then again, their backup keeper can, surprise me. But give me Montreal 1-0.
Give me a 1-1 draw.
That's fair.
Chicago, Orlando from Soldier Field.
1-1 draw.
Give me 2-1 Chicago.
I think it's going to be a draw because Orlando, they put up a little fight against Messi at first. Um, but Soldier Field is rough. It's brutal. Not just because of turf. You're battling all the elements. The
Mhm.
field, the players, the fans,
The wind.
the wind, the time zone change. You know, give me a 1-1 draw.
Houston, Portland from Shell Energy Stadium in Houston.
This is a tough one for me, honestly. Because Portland showed a little something, but 2-1 Houston.
2-2 draw. St. Louis, Austin from City Park.
St. Louis 3-1.
St. Louis 3-2. Yeah, 3-2. Galaxy, Salt Lake from Dignity Health Sports Park.
Salt Lake 2-0.
2-1 Salt Lake. Of course, Chicharito's out for the season for the Galaxy.
Yep.
But I don't think Ricky Puig can do it all.
Nope, not especially when Salt Lake has, Chicho.
Yep. LAFC, Colorado.
From Bank of America.
It's technically called BMO, but yes, it's always going to be the bank.
Oh, 4-0 LAFC.
Game in Hard Rock Stadium or Nice? Oh, you're talking about. I'm just now seeing this.
Yeah, I don't know about where
n-
when or where they're gonna play that game yet.
what game?
The Inter Miami Charlotte.
It would be. So that match is postponed, but Miami was listed as the home team. So it would probably be Drive Pink.
Well, depending on the time of year, though.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. I don't know what that comment was to.
Oh, that was for when I said anything you do, I could do better. I can do anything better
Okay.
than you.
Soldier Field is grass. Bears won't play on turf. Tomato, tomato. I think when you were saying you were battling all the elements,
But I
and
thought,
we were talking
yeah,
about well, no,
I
no, no,
thought
no, no, no,
Soldier
no,
Field
no,
was
no, no,
turf.
no, no. Yeah. So Soldier Field, they put turf on, but the Bears play on grass. So Soldier Field right now has turf, unless Bears are in preseason right now, which I think they are.
Yeah,
But when we played them, it was definitely turf,
yeah.
or unless it was just like artificial grass. But
Nah, that was looking like turf.
yeah, that looked like turf. I forgot to switch the banner. There we go.
Up next,
We didn't give LAFC Colorado.
4-0 LAFC.
Jesus fuck. You went bold. Okay. 3-1 LAFC. Okay.
Next,
Seattle, Atlanta from Lumen Field.
give me Seattle 3-2.
2-2 draw. The penultimate game, Vancouver, San Jose.
Give me a 1-1 draw.
1-1.
Yeah.
Give me 2-1 San Jose. And then, of course, our favorite. Hell is real. Columbus, Cincinnati from lower.com field.
7:30, right?
Give or take about 10 minutes.
You got your gasoline. You got your gasoline draws on.
I think this is it's free because it's also on Fox Sports 1.
Yeah. Got your gasoline draws ready, right?
I'm sorry. What?
Going to hell with gasoline draws in the handbasket.
I'm 26. I don't know what that is.
So,
oh man, you doing that? I don't like that. I feel like this is going to be what do I want, but what I think is really going to happen.
No,
I'm going to do that.
I know you are.
I'm just being realistic.
3-0. Columbus.
All right. Goal scorers?
Rossi. Ramirez. Marrera.
Oh, Steven. All right. Y'all are going to hate me. Y'all are going to hate me. So, here's the thing, right? Cincinnati currently sits first in the East, first in the Supporters Shield.
God, I need an Advil already.
They beat us 3-2 last time. That was on their soil though.
I need a massive.
You can't stop Lucho Acosta, no matter how hard you try. You can't stop Brandon Vasquez, no matter how hard you try. Bupenza, new guy for Cincy, absolutely showing that he belongs. You can't stop him. From what I've seen, he's fast. He's quick. You can't stop him. Okay? They are without, if I remember correctly, though, there is a light to this. They are without Matt Miazga because he picked up a yellow card in the Nashville game before Leagues Cup. So, where am I getting with this? What do I want to happen? I want Columbus to win 4-1 and send Cincinnati back down 71 South with their tail tucked between their legs.
So they can see the hell is real sign.
In a fetal position on the buses. What do I think is going to happen? 3-1 Cincinnati. I think Acosta is the brace and Vasquez gets the other one.
We shall see.
Just say 4-2 Cincy. Good boy. I'm not bullshit. I'm just saying, like,
I mean, he's being a realist, Connor. He's doing the fan in me wants this, but the realistic is seeing this.
Yes, definitely. So you have 3-0. I have 3-1. You have Columbus. I have Cincy.
Yep.
All righty then. And now for our favorite part. Yellow card, red card. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Alrighty.
My yellow card is my damn apartment complex. So, financial wise, I had to let them know, like, hey, this is the date that rent's going to get paid, right? No problem. They're cool with it. Their rental agreement has a clause in there for late payments. It's $25, if it's not in by the 6th of the month. Cool, no problem. After that, it's $5 a day. $5 a day past the 6th of the month. We'll get to that here in a second. But so I go to pay my rent, today, right? No problem. Normally, it's like $8.85. I opened up, it said $9.20 plus late fee. I said, huh? Hold on. Called them up, say, hey, why is it this? Oh, well, no. It needs to go back to saying this. And then go from there. Period. So they fixed it in the system, refreshed the page, and they put put whatever down there, and then it said plus another late fee. I said, whoa, hold on, time out now. Y'all fucking shit up. Fix this. They said, okay, well, just make your payment. Made my payment. They said, cool, I'm good. I don't like them, but I'm tolerating them right now.
Of course. You have to.
My red card, I'm going to keep saying, it's this damn Ohio weather.
Oh my God, tell me about it.
How we go from an oven to a walk-in cooler
With a mister, or like
with the little spray misters like you see at the grocery store that's spraying the damn fruits and the vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell we go from an oven to a walk-in cooler with the misters?
I'm fucking peeling, bro.
In less than a week.
I'm fucking peeling, bro. Brian Wilson, welcome to the show. Philip Quinton start. I see that you actually just touched on that. So Jerald said that he sees Philip Quinton starting for a redemption match. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jerald.
Correct.
Touch on that again for Brian. What you said.
I believe, literally, I believe Quinton will start. If he doesn't start, he will come in and play at least 25 minutes. I would say that I would want him to start just to get that redemption. But, when I'm thinking about it, redemption would be better if he came in the second half, depending on how the game is going. But that's my honest opinion. I would love for him to get redemption and be out on the field and get that redemption instead of, being on the bench as a reserve. It's two different feelings, when it comes to redemption games. You get a feeling for, yay, we won as a reserve on the bench, but being out there on that field playing and getting that win, knowing that you were part of it, the participation, you were part of the participation to get that win. It's a different feeling.
I was sitting there thinking about this when you were talking about it. So if we saw how Chaburko looked against Minnesota,
correct,
for his first start, not
Philip
the best.
Philip should have came in.
Although I did like the substitution at a halftime. That gave us
Hmm.
a little bit more of a spark. I think I'd much rather see Philip get a start now that I think about it, because this will be Philip's second time facing this team. It would be Yevon. I was about to say Rudy, be Yevon's first time facing this team.
And
I still think Yevon needs a little bit more time
hmm
to get the MLS pace on him, right? And
yep,
come in that second half, like he did against who was it?
St. Louis
St. Louis. Yeah, like he did against St. Louis.
and Club America.
Hmm. But I don't see Yevon starting. I also don't see Sean getting put back there again.
Mm-mm.
I don't see that happening.
Once
I think,
Yevon's got his legs, Sean won't be back there.
yeah. So I would say I'm more inclined to see Philip start. If not, then probably Sean, with Yevon coming off the bench for, say, a Matan. You push Aiden up. You bring Sean from center back to center mid, and then put Yevon in where Sean was. I don't know. That's just me speaking tactically.
Might have to
Um.
try it on FIFA tonight.
Oh, by the way, I got the EAFC 24 beta.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
was it free?
No, I got it sent to me from EA.
No.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I know. I need to get.
that thing is nice.
Wish I was signed up for it.
That thing is nice. I've gotten FIFA 22, 23, and 24 beta. My buddies haven't gotten anything. because they'll send out a code to specific people, and each code is like a certain set of things you have. Like I
Hmm.
have online tournaments, online season friendlies, kickoff, and whatnot. So I was just playing. Been playing kickoff. I played when I first got it. I played a kickoff at like a regular match, Columbus Cincinnati, and both teams end up with 10 men.
Oh Lord.
I ended up
Well,
winning.
who's your yellow and red card?
Hang on. I ended up winning. I think it was 3-0. But
Nice.
the coolest thing is when you get a card, you get the referee's POV.
Nice.
So it's a nice one. Pre-ordered Starfield instead of EAFC this year. LOL. Never even heard of Starfield. It sounds like a Star Wars thing.
Star Fox.
All right. So, all right. My yellow card would okay. My yellow card would have to be. I don't think I did. Did we do a episode last week?
Yeah.
But we
Yeah, cause you.
pre-recorded it, right?
Yeah, cause you said.
Having to transfer data from one phone to another, trying to remember all your passwords. That's what Google Passwords is for. Mom. Red card, freaking Matsurakan. Yes. So my yellow. I don't think I said this last week. So my yellow card would have to go to the. So I referee adult soccer, right?
Not again.
And listen. I don't know. Wait, did I say this last week?
Not last week, but is it a fight?
No.
Okay.
No. So I referee adult soccer, and last week was the first session. Was the first week for the fall season. For the fall season, and I had a game, and there was a game next to me on another field, and my yellow card goes to the keeper that was on the other field because he told me that I need a quieter whistle or to blow my whistle quieter
Happened.
because every time I blew the whistle, their game stopped because they were listening to me. They were listening to my whistle instead of their referees' whistles.
Christina, Uncle, can we get a
Connor, this is what gets you kicked off the show. I love Apex. Apex is fun.
Christina, Uncle, can we get an explanation for why referees would,
So yeah, that's my yellow card. My guy was like, "Sir, you need to blow your whistle quieter." I'm like, "Why? Every time you blow, we stop, and we don't want to stop." Da, 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 da. I look at him and go, "That sounds like a you problem, my friend. You're not paying attention to what kind of whistles your referees have."
Just because he swallowed his whistle doesn't mean that everybody has to be like him.
Right. Golly, bro. I was like, "You stupid." And I was like, "That
And
sounds like a you problem."
I would have blew that whistle loud as hell too.
I was like, I looked up my referee. I was like, "What am I supposed to do?" Yeah, that's not gonna or whistle.
That is Roy Kennett.
Whistle. My red card. My red card would have to be the league that I play in. For making us play 2 games in the blazing hot sun on Sunday. We had a game at 11:30 and then 2:30. There was no wind. I was gassed. I was pretty much dead by the time I got home, physically and mentally, because I was exhausted. But yeah, that had to be my red card. Just for making us play 2 games. Well, the one I can understand because one, our very first game got canceled. So they scheduled one to make up for that one so we could play a full season. And then the second one was the last regular season game. So it makes sense. But dude, in the blazing hot sun,
they try to make you an easy bake oven.
I mean, they gave us hydration breaks, but golly, man, this is absolutely mental. Oh man.
Oh.
All right. So
it's sad that this is our last live for a little while.
Yeah, for a little while. I mean, we'll still do the live game day ones.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, we might throw in a live every now and then.
If only there was something that could cheer me up.
There is.
What can cheer me up?
All right. So, Melanie, how's it going?
Black Flag Social's own Melanie.
So, for those of you who don't know, this podcast started. When did we start? 2022? 21?
Yes.
What's the 22?
May 23rd of 2022.
May 23rd, 2022. And for those who see at the top right-hand corner, the lovely logo for our show made by Jerald Lucas. Man, that's when you first presented that to me, that was clean. I like that a lot because if you look at it, you also have the skyline, Columbus skyline. You have soccer fans, a city flag, and whatnot. We are powered by Yamo Media. Check them out. Great work. But Joe, my friend, there was something that me and you had talked about. Tidying it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. We still love the OG. Just like crew fans will love the OG three construction workers.
I say we need to bring it back.
Crew fans will also love the circular crest during the pre-court era. But we have a identity that embraced the Columbus Crew, right? And so it's time for a rebrand. And now we got the C with the 96.
Yep.
In the bottom corner. Ladies and gentlemen, we decided to undergo a rebrand for the Wisemen Say podcast. And I sent it to you. You know,
Yeah,
you liked it.
I did.
I think it's cool. We just talked off air before we came on. Some minor tweaks might need to be made,
Yep.
but it definitely is something that we both talked about. I didn't make this decision on my own. We definitely talked about it. Just want to put that
Hmm.
out there first of all. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the new Wisemen Say logo. I did that today. I added the music today.
Hey, there you
I
have
added
it.
the music today. So yeah.
Do
So
we got? Can we bring it up for the picture of the logo?
oh yeah, give me a second. I think it is somewhere on here. Let me
Um,
see.
we had definitely talked about a year in, and it was time for a new look.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I am gonna bring it up. I'm just there we go. MacBook Pro. I'm airdropping the concept to my
cool.
laptop here. Let's just bring
It's
it
pretty sleek. So if you guys,
here.
the video, uh, showed it, real quick, but once it gets loaded up,
Mm-hmm.
it's a pretty slick logo.
Present. Share screen. Window. There it is. There we go.
And there's the new logo.
So, we just wanted something more, I would say, sleek. Is that the word that
Yeah,
we were looking at? Something more sleek, something more, um,
marketable.
yeah, something more soccer oriented. Um, some would say that it's a playoff of Hudson Street Hooligans logo. Um, but I mean, I think it looks nice.
Yep.
I think the black and gold, which is the gold on the Columbus, which is the gold from the Columbus Crew colors. Um, and no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's just basic yellow. Because
Yeah,
theirs is a it's
like
a
a
yellow, but
canary.
theirs is like a yeah, something like that. This is just straight yellow. Um, but something more, that shows, sleek, something simple, you know. And then definitely again, not saying that there was something wrong with yours because yours was absolutely amazing. Um, but something, it was time for a change.
Yep.
And it was something that we both talked about.
Hold on real quick. Connor, don't buy what brand? Our brand?
Is he saying don't buy the rebrand? Don't buy the rebrand. Oh, that's crazy. Um, but yeah, so I think it was we both were like, let's just spice it up a little bit, you know.
I know it's a joke, Connor.
Oh, I know. Red card goes to Connor for just joking, man. Nah, Connor's a good guy, OG of the show. Um, but yeah, we both we're talking about a change, and this turned out to be the concept,
Yep. I mean,
and this is what we're going with.
and it's a little
Although
more marketable now.
yeah, although the yellow in the Wiseman Say is yellow, if I remember correctly, and whatnot, and then a Columbus Soccer podcast is also yellow, if I remember correctly. I might have to look at it again. But yeah, now in addition to a new logo.
More news?
My friend, there's logos you see are everywhere, right?
Yep.
You see them on I have a cup right here from my partnership company. There's a logo right there. My friend, what if I told you that we were able to put said um said logo on some merchandise?
Well, I would have before you showed it. I would have told you, show me the proof.
Oh, well, my bad. But yes. Wait, wrong screen. Share screen.
See?
Yeah, I know. I'm terrible at this. There we go. There we go. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we now have a merchandise store with the logo on it. We have a pint glass, ceramic mug. We have phone cases. We got a sticker sheet, stickers, tote bag. We got book bags, hoodies for kids. We have a baby jersey short sleeve T-shirt, and every article of clothing is unisex, so it is made for both men and women. And we have more in the works, but this is what we decided to start off with now. Disclaimer: we did not make the prices. The company that we were going through, Streamlabs, does this. We set the prices, but we do not set the profit, which in turn adjusts the prices. Try to make everything reasonably priced for people. So don't yell at us. Trying our very best here.
And look, all the proceeds go to funding the show.
Yes. So every cent that is earned through, again, our listener support link, the merch store, and in the future subscriptions,
Yep.
all this goes back into funding for the show. Again, that is travel, that is hotel, that is gas, that is food, that is also equipment
Equipment.
to make the show better for you guys. Because as of right now, I think we're doing this both on our laptops.
Yeah.
So we just want you all to know that we're not just taking your guys' money for whatever, but this is another way to get us to be a better podcast each and every day, week, month, year
Season.
until we retire at the age of 95 or sorry 96. I see what I did there. So yeah. So for those who want to support the show, here is all of the merchandise. You guys can search clothing, brings up all the clothes here. We also have home and living. These are just the mugs, and then accessories are all here. If you would like to see something that's not on here, drop a suggestion in our DMs on Twitter. Add us on Twitter also, or tag me or Gerald, our personal Twitters. We will see what we can do. The good thing is that we when you guys order, um, it'll come straight from Streamlabs itself. They handle all of the shipping, the processing, and whatnot. If anybody buys anything and they have a problem, please let us know. We can report it to them and kind of render the problem as quickly and as possible as we can.
And where can they find this store at?
So they can find this store. It'll be posted on our Twitter here after the show. They can find the store by clicking the link on our pinned tweet on Twitter and just go from there. You do not need an account for this to buy merchandise. Only thing you have to do is just go to the store, pick out whatever merchandise you want, and enter in all your info and whatnot. That is it. And as we proceed on through the show, we will be mocking up more merchandise for you guys as a appreciation for support of the show the last year and some change. And yeah, so there we go.
I'm just confused as Ty right now.
Am I confused? Am I confused? What am I confused about? What am I confused about? I can say Streamlabs merchandise is definitely good quality merchandise. Yeah, so I actually have my own merch store through Streamlabs. And a t-shirt. I have t-shirts. I think I have hoodies, jackets, water bottles. I can't remember what else I have. But yeah. So check out our pin tweet here after the show. Check out the merchandise store. We are doing the best that we can to be better and better for you guys each and every episode. And we just want to say thank you for all of the support. Again, if you are a fan of the show and would like to donate so we can get equipment. What in the world? How did that get twisted around? Oh, how did I get twisted around?
Somebody's a. So to finish off what he's saying, if you are a fan of this show and you would like to donate, you can click on the support listener support link that we have in our bio on Twitter and on our Spotify bio, where after every episode you'll see the link there.
I got it.
If nothing else, we do appreciate sharing you guys sharing this podcast out. So thank you once again. You guys have
I'm still so confused by this comment.
you guys have been amazing for us. And we wouldn't be here without you guys.
Oh, it's a Reddit notification. Yeah. So, and also as I said, every penny goes back into funding for the show, gas, hotels, food, travel, equipment for the show. We trying to do a live episode Sunday.
Yeah, that's
from
not
from the plaza, from the Patel Plaza, but logistics fell through and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, but we will. That is in the works. Also, trying to figure out a game where we can do a live episode from somewhere.
I think it should be a fan appreciation night.
I'm down for that, actually.
The final game of the season, we host Montreal.
Ooh,
it's in October. I would love to do it at the tailgate.
It's fine with me. And we should have some equipment by then.
Do it at Boston's.
Do it at Boston's.
I don't think we will make. I don't think we would make it to the game.
I don't think so either. I'd sit there and probably just hang out at Boston's. That's my watering hole.
Their chocolate milk, I heard, is good.
They have chocolate. What?
Was it the chocolate milk or the coffee you had last year at Boston's that had the alcohol in it? You were sitting there getting pizza and all that.
I mean, I get pizza all the time there.
Yeah, no, I forgot.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm down for a fan appreciation night for sure.
Because then we could give back to the fans. Like, look here, we're here for you guys each and every game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right, let's full send fan appreciation night live episode in the North Flat tailgate. So, but yeah, so new logo, merch store, check it out. And we want to say thank you again to everybody who has been on this journey with us the last year, and also who has been on the journey with me since I started a soccer podcast in since 2017, 2018, when I was at Ohio Media School as a student. So all of that, Jerald, my friend, as tradition goes, Wisemen say,
only fools rush in.
Appreciate y'all. Have a good night. And if you have stayed throughout the entire episode here on YouTube, appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. Cannot stress that enough.
Oh, one last thing. The World Cup we forgot.
Yes, World Cup prediction. All my teams are out.
So are mine.
All my teams are out.
It's what, England and Spain?
Yeah. So it was the USA. Then it was Switzerland. Then it was Australia. I don't know.
England, Spain.
Yep. I think that game is also Saturday. I could be wrong though. Or is it Sunday?
I think England's drought continues. Give me Spain. I'm not putting a point on it.
I'm gonna go. Let's see, England get Lauren James back. I might have to go England on this one. The Three Lions. I think it's coming home for the Three Lions. I'm not gonna put a score on it either because I have no idea. But I think football's coming home for the Three Lions. For the Lady Lions.
Yeah, they going home
with football.
With no hardware.
Nah, they're getting that World Cup, man.
They're getting the Atta Girl.
That's crazy. Final is Sunday at 6 a.m. Jesus Christ. Third place game is Saturday at 4 a.m. So that is Colombia and Australia, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah. So I got the Aussies in that one.
Yeah, I do too.
I got the Aussies in that one.
The Aussie Socceroos.
And then I got England in the final. So other than that, again, appreciate you all. If you guys have stayed throughout the end of the podcast on YouTube, appreciate you all so much. If you tuned in late and want to listen back, tune in Saturday morning for the full episode being released. And check out Spotify. Also, for those of you who are listening on Spotify, there will be a Q&A at the end of the episode. This is Spotify only. A question at the end of the episode along with a poll. Be sure to interact with that. We will see your comments. We will see your responses and we will publish them. Yeah. And now, once again, Jerald, as tradition goes.
Only fools rush in.
I didn't even say it, but hey, you guys get the gist. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything I would not do. Do not hit us up for any pond money, bail money, snail money, jack money, all of that fun stuff. Okay.
Stay wise, y'all.